everybody. Thank you. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Look at all of you. Wow, I'm getting a lounging ovation. Thank you. Thank you for sitting there and lounging upon my entrance. Well, here we aren't. We're still doing this. When is this gonna, how are we gonna, this can't. I'll be all right. Welcome, everybody. You know, this is the part of the show where I usually go, Beth Jacob in the house. But that's just a painful reminder that each of us are still in our house. It's almost Pesach, though, so we have that to look forward to, kind of, right? Pesach. By the way, did you sell your COVID? I hope you did, because that's important. You have to sell your COVID, and don't forget on the morning of you've got to burn the COVID too. And then obviously the night before you do B'dikat COVID. It's a whole thing. Wouldn't that be fun to do B'dikat COVID with like a candle and a microscope? So you just walk around your house. First you got to place the droplets all over the place, and then you take your micro and you just sort of like, okay. All right, that was definitely one. B'dikat COVID, everyone. Come on, that's just for my Beth Jacob peeps. You can't do that bit everywhere. That's for you guys. But it's unbelievable that, these holidays, we're between Purim and Pesach right now. And the fact that this pandemic started on a Purim just shows me that God has the greatest sense of humor of all. Starting a pandemic on the holiday where we've got to wear masks, and he's up there just cracking up going, hey, you may want to hold on to those masks until next Purim, and then even longer, who knows? Well, I'll decide by Tuesday. He's got a sense of humor. We're still wearing the stupid masks, but you have to wear your mask. I'm not anti-mask. I'm not pro-mask. I'm just annoyed. But Purim, I remember last year, Purim, it was like we were so hopeful. We were like, okay, so this will be over by Pesach, right? We'll all go away. And then Pesach happened, and we're home on these Zoom Seders. You remember the Zoom Seder, right? Yeah, the only Seder where you not only break the matzah, you break Yontif. And then we're there on Pesach, and we're like, okay, all right, fine. So by Shavuos, then we'll go away. We'll hit Palm Springs or something. By Shavuos, it'll definitely be over, right? And then on Shavuos, we were just like, looks like Yom Kippur's canceled. I mean, we're not doing any of this ever again. And it was, Yom Kippur was canceled. I did Yom Kippur in a backyard at some dude's house. It was a beautiful service. And by beautiful, I mean 2 hours. Oh, yeah, that was incredible. Are you kidding me? I was home by noon, took a 5-hour nap. By the end of Yom Kippur, I said, you know what? Maybe they don't need to rush this vaccine out just yet. Let's give it another year, get one more of these Kippurs in. You know what I mean? Oh my God, it's crazy that we're still doing this. We're still doing this. But I'm telling you right now, there are so many Pesach programs open because they shouldn't be, by the way. They should not be. I'm going to get the thing and then I'm going. But it's crazy that they're even open because it's still going on. But too many of us in the community, we're just like, we're done with it. We're done. We're going away. We missed last Pesach. We're going away. Most of us right now that are going away on Pesach programs, we're like how Hasidim were on day one. Oh, we're done with this. We're done. Oh, don't put any more restrictions on us. We are restrictioned out, okay? We are up to our ears in restrictions. Don't even think of giving us another restriction. It's tough. That's why, listen, as Jews, we have so many restrictions. I get it. I understand. I don't agree necessarily with how the Hasidim have approached this, but I get it. They don't want any more restrictions, right? They're like, isn't all this enough? Isn't this restrictive enough? You're going to put more on me? You're going to tell me that at 9:59 I gotta leave the outdoor restaurant before dessert? You're going to tell me to not touch my face? And by the way, that is a very important one. Don't touch your face. And I know as Jews, that's difficult because touching our face is all we do. Literally, that's all we do. Every second we're like, "Ay, I don't believe this is good," right? In fact, that's how we react to things. I bet you most of us got this thing just by reacting to the news that someone else had it. We're like, "Wait, you have it? Oh, great, now I have it. Look what you did, you made me, and now Thank you all. I know it's exciting. We're all here, we're doing this, we're making the best of it. I'm gonna be here all night, introducing people, keeping things fast and fun. I'm so excited that you're here. We appreciate you, we love you, stay safe and healthy. And now, to kick things off, here is the one and only Rabbi Posey. Rabbi, take it away. I'm gonna have a l'chaim.
Thank you so much, Elon. It is such a pleasure to be here with you this evening. LaYehudim hayta ora v'simcha v'sason v'ikar. These are words that we say every Saturday night Motzei Shabbat in Havdalah. And their origin is in Megillat Esther, in the Purim story. But if you look where this text appears in the Megillah, something fascinating appears. This phrase talking about the joy, the elation, the excitement, does not actually occur after the Jews have triumphed over their enemies. In fact, it is found much earlier in the story when the threat of death and destruction was still upon our nation. Our rabbis tell us that this phrase describing the Jewish people's happiness is exactly placed at the time where they were buoyed and strengthened by hope. It was the time where things weren't yet exactly the way they wanted them to be, but they knew that it was gonna be okay. They had that hope, they had that inspiration, and they had that light. And that's what brought them joy. That's what we celebrate tonight. We look forward to happy days that are coming, excitement and illumination that is on the horizon, the sense that we are on the cusp of being able to reconnect in ways that we haven't been able to connect before. LaYehudim hayta ora, LeBeit Yaakov tihiyeh ora. For Beth Jacob will be blessed by joy and light and excitement. That's what we honor in our honorees tonight. Each in their own way, they have shown such tremendous leadership, not simply helping others, not simply standing with others, and yet they do that in spades, but standing for the incredible future, the positive strength that is who we are and is what awaits us. We have seen the darkness, but we are inspired by the light. We have seen fear, but we are strengthened by hope. We have seen difficulty, but we know within our core that we have and we will rise above it. LaYehudim hayta ora v'simcha. We are people of happiness and joy, and that's what inspires us. Each and every one of you, whatever your role and however you have supported Beth Jacob, have led, have been a stalwart of these traits. Beth Jacob is a place with a glorious legacy. Beth Jacob is a place that has, throughout all of the odds, all of the challenges, an incredible present. Beth Jacob is a place, through your help and your support, is a place with an incredible future. Thank you so much to all of you for making this evening a success. We wish that you will all only have bracha v'atzlacha. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Rabbi Posey. Hilarious as always. I'm kidding, of course. It was beautiful, meaningful, inspiring. You know, I'm supposed to do the funny, and I barely did that. You nailed what you had to do. Me, not so much. I mean, it was a little funny, but not. Here's the point. I can only tell jokes, but I can't be inspiring, and I certainly can't sing. I mean, I could sing, but you don't want to hear it. But we did bring in a professional, in fact, a world-renowned singer. Now, please welcome Cantor, Arik, and Omer Shaish with a beautiful duet and a rendition of a fantastic song, Perfect Symphony.
I found the love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. But I never knew you were that someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Sei la mia donna, la forza delle onde del mare. Cogli i miei sogni e i miei segreti, molto di più. Spero che un giorno l'amore che ci ha accompagnato diventi casa, la mia famiglia diventi noi. E siamo sempre bambini, ma nulla è impossibile. Stavolta non ti lascerò. Mi baci piano ed io tornerò a esistere, e nel tuo sguardo crescerò. Ballo con te nell'oscurità, stretti forte poi a piedi di noi, dentro la nostra musica ti ho guardato ridere e sussurrando ha detto: tu stasera vedi sei perfetta per me.
Ballo con te nell'oscurità, stretti forte poi a piedi nudi noi, dentro la nostra musica ho creduto sempre in noi, perché sei un angelo t'ho aspettato, quanto ti ho aspettato, perché tu stasera sei perfetta per me.
Wow, that was incredible. And now it's time for another rabbi. I love this rabbi. Rabbi Robbie is incredible. He's not my rabbi, though. He's not. I love Rabbi Robbie, but my rabbi is Margot Robbie. Yeah, and I'm not saying I worship at her altar, but she inspires me in so many ways. But here is Rabbi Robbie to present the Dor Chadash Award to Elisa and Nathan Brooks. Take it away, Rabbi Robbie.
Thank you so much, Elon. Wow, look at this crowd. This is a fantastic evening. Elisa and Nathan, congratulations on this tremendous award. I remember my first Shabbat at Young Professionals, and I said to our community, if you need me, I will be there. Just call anytime. And after I made that commitment, within 5 minutes, Nathan, you made a beeline to me. And you said enthusiastically, Rabbi, did you mean it? And I said, absolutely. And you said, you'll show up for me anytime, anywhere. And I said, you got it. And you said, great. See you tomorrow morning at 4:30 a.m. We're going for a run on the beach. And lo and behold, 4:30 a.m. came, and there you were. And I didn't keep up with you that morning, but you've set the pace for this relationship every single day for the last 4 years. Nathan, you and Elisa do the unexpected. You never just do the bare minimum. You never just pay your dues. You give your entire selves to the community. You guys are leaders in every possible way. Over the last 4 years, Nathan, I've actually never caught up to you. And on that run that morning, I didn't catch up to you either. But you set the pace for everybody in our community. And this Dor Chadash Award is really about just that. And as I've gotten to know you over these many years, I must say that I really never want to catch up with you because you set the jet stream that all of us are able to follow. You do so much for the community. We love you, and we're so proud of you. I can't think of a better awardee than you guys this evening. And now, Nathan, I may not have caught you 4 years ago, but I've been training. And watch as I catch up to you now to give you this award.
Nathan, Elisa! I got your award! Wait up, guys! Hey, guys, wait up for me!
It's a huge honor to be the Beth Jacob Dor Hadash honorees.
We actually got to know each other at a BJYP Friday night dinner, so we owe the shul more than just membership dues.
We'd like to take this moment to thank everyone who's been fundamental in helping make Beth Jacob our community and extended family. To the leadership of the shul, this year has brought unprecedented challenges in our ability to be together as a community. You've done so much, from having services throughout the community, Friday Night Inspires, and a ton of other events to help keep us connected. Beth Jacob has given us and continues to give all of us so much. Thank you.
Rabbi Top, you married us and you've always been there for us. You not only enrich our lives with Torah learning, you and Jordana embody Derech Eretz Kadma L'Torah. You live your Torah values with such kindness and grace and serve as amazing examples of what Jewish leaders should be. Jordana, you've been not only a spiritual guide to me, but a support in good times and hard times. Thank you.
To Robin, the executive director of Beth Jacob, you work so hard to make Beth Jacob a leading community. Thank you for all the work that you do with such grace
And style.
To Rabbi Posey, thank you so much for your Shabbat morning shiurs that are so enlightening and teaching values. To Arik Wolheim, thank you so much for bringing harmony to our community and being close friends to our family. From sending me material to lead service in Afghanistan, to singing at our wedding, and to Haftorah trope trip tips that you give me. Thank you so much.
To Rabbi Tombaski and Chava, the energy and joy that you bring to your friendships and this community is contagious. Thank you for creating such a warm, open space for the young professional community at Beth Jacob.
Lastly, I'd like to thank my mother and my Aunt Pam and Uncle Wendell for helping teach me to keep God at central in my life and community. Thank you for being role models and showing what it is to be leaders in the community.
And very lastly, I'd like to thank my family. I've had incredible examples of how to live a kind, upright, and community-minded life from my grandparents, David and Frida Zwas and Polly Roberts, and my siblings, Jason and Donna Roberts. And as for my parents, Jim and Jimmy Roberts, your examples for living your values, giving wholeheartedly, and building a community are truly impossible to live up to, but I'm trying.
To the whole Beth Jacob community, thank you so much for this honor.
And now if you'll excuse us, we have to go finish our run.
Where'd the rabbi go?
That was the best video I have ever seen. Just the image that I'll never get out of my head of Rabbi Robbie running along the beach. Whew. By the way, even better than Margot Robbie running along the beach. Who would have thought Rabbi Robbie would be a better visual than Margot? Anyway, here's the point. Mazel tov to the Brookses. You know, I always thought that I'd be presenting an award to Mel Brooks and not Alyssa and Nathan. But I'm happy for you guys. I am so happy for you guys. Big mazel tov. Love you guys. And now, Mark Rohatner presents the Keter Shem Tov Award to Linda and Steve Tayback.
Thanks, Elon. Just give me a second. Steve and Linda, I know you think we're all here because of the Beth Jacob banquet. The truth is, your friends and family are very worried about you, and this is a small intervention. Yes, sailboats are great for sailing the open sea, but we're having a difficult time understanding your increasing isolation, spending weekends on this boat tied to the dock. You have a beautiful home in the heart of Beverlywood. It can't be the accommodations on the boat. I've been there. Your stateroom is essentially the size of Linda's closet in the house. You're nowhere near a beach for a romantic walk. The water here isn't conducive for swimming, and cooking on a hot plate gets very old. But anyway, it's our collective prayer that due to your devotion to Beth Jacob, when we're all safely resuming services in the shul, you'll be able to break this vicious cycle, and we are there welcoming you with open arms to the community. Okay, enough of that. I cannot tell you how honored and happy I am to have been asked to present the Keter Shem Tov Award to both of you on behalf of all your friends at Beth Jacob. The best indicator of how seriously I'm taking this event is that this is literally the first time I've worn a suit and tie in over a year. Steve, you're my doctor. There's a tremendous comfort knowing that your doctor is also one of your best friends. While I'm sure that all of your patients benefit from your devotion to them, when it comes to my care, I know that you've always gone the extra mile, and I'm forever grateful. I've always admired your very calm approach to leadership. But in your case, no one should mistake calmness for a lack of strength or resolve. Rabbi Sachs, Zichron Livracha, noted that what makes a great leader is not his or her position, but their basic attitude towards life. Non-leaders wait for something to happen, while leaders help make something happen. Linda, if I had to choose one word to describe you, it would be cool, and I don't mean cold or distant. You just have a great approach to life. You're adventurous, as evidenced by the fact that you've been elevated to skipper on this boat, and at the same time you exude a very laid-back attitude. Not an easy combination, but you pull it off very naturally. Pre-COVID, I always looked forward to your invites. I was guaranteed great guests. I admire and respect the very broad cross-section of people in your lives, and it's a tribute to your open-mindedness and your non-judgmental approach to people. But most importantly, there's always been a feeling of warmth and comfort at your home, and that's a tone that you, Linda, are mostly responsible for setting. I want to conclude by saying that the true reflection of what people think of you is that literally, given the opportunity, there'd be a line of people on this dock who would love to be making the same tribute. In that context, I'm really a bit intimidated by the role I've been asked to play. I'm essentially a representative and a spokesman for all of your friends and family, and I frankly don't know if I'm up to the task. Each person would undoubtedly have their own personal story where one of you made a very significant difference in their lives. However, even if I can't capture what each person would say in the few minutes allotted to me, I feel comfortable saying on behalf of everyone, like me, they all love you. Like me, they all admire you. Like me, they wish only the best for you. Like me, they thank you for all that you've done for our community. And like me, they thank you for being in our lives.
Oh my God! Is that Mark Rohatner?
It is.
Who else would be in a suit on the dock?
Ready to sail, I assure you.
Oh my God!
Mazel tov. I'm supposed to read you your award.
Oh,
so if I can.
Thank you.
It reads, at a safe distance, Keter Shem Tov Award, presented with profound appreciation to Linda and Steve Tayback. With extraordinary wisdom, dedication, and integrity, your strong leadership has earned you the crown of a good name. and has profoundly enhanced our Beth Jacob community. Beth Jacob Congregation, March 21st, 2021, 8 Nisan 5781. Mazel tov. I'm going to leave it here for you to retrieve.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dear friends, it is with great humility and gratitude that Linda and I accept the Cantor Shem Tov Award. Over the past 25 years, Beth Jacob has been much more than just the spiritual center of our lives. Our most meaningful friendships are found here, within the Beth Jacob community. And while it is nice to know that Beth Jacob is recognized throughout the country as a leader in modern orthodoxy, it is the close personal relationships that help us to sustain us over difficult times like this. The past year has indeed been a very difficult time. It has been over a year since our lives were upended by this pandemic that has truly affected every aspect of our life. It has disrupted the very warm, communal Jewish life that we may sometimes even take for granted. In fact, our very identity is wrapped up here in the richness of our community. Our life here at Beth Jacob, celebrating Shabbat, Chagim, life cycle events together, Shiurim, Israel advocacy, travel, and even this annual Tiferet Award banquet. These are such an integral part of our life and our identity. I'm reminded of a 2017 TED Talk given by Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, Zichrono Livracha, about living with anxiety, uncertainty, and fear. At that time, he was referring to the divisiveness in our country when he quoted Thomas Paine, who said, "These are the times that try men's souls." Those words may have been true then, but I suspect that they're even more applicable to the situation we find ourselves in today. This past year has also revealed something truly extraordinary about our community, as we have, in some respects, really reinvented the role of the shul in dealing with these challenging times. Socially distanced minyanim, Zoom shiurim, finding new ways to reach out to the lonely and vulnerable people in our community. For all of these things, we are grateful to our rabbinic staff, our president, Jonathan Stern, our amazing executive director, Robin Lewis, and our entire lay leadership for rising to this challenge. We'd like to wish Yasher Kochachem to our fellow honorees, Michelle and Jess Dolgan, our wonderful Tiferet Award honorees, and to Eliza and Nathan Brooks, who truly represent the future leadership of our Kehillah. Thank you again.
And I would like to wish all of our other honorees a huge mazel tov. Thank you.
Mazel tov to the Taybacks. But seriously, Linda and Steve, I'm not good enough for a boat invite. I like boats. Yeah, everybody likes boats. We've met before. I've done this gala before. You could have had me over. It's been a year. I've been stuck in my house, waiting for Linda and Steve to just call them. Hey, Elon, want to come on the boat? Would have said yes, but no, nothing. Mazel tov, Taybacks again. So happy for you guys. By the way, poor Mark having to schlep a shtender from the shul to a boat dock. That was the first time a shtender had ever been placed on a boat dock. Could you imagine the goyim looking at this, going, "What's happening over there? What are these Jews up to now?" Speaking of now here's another fantastic performance from Omer Shaish with a beautiful rendition of "What a Wonderful World." Is it wonderful at this point? Is it wonderful? I think it is. It's almost wonderful. It's getting wonderful. Take it away, Omer.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark, sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ooh, yeah.
Thank you, Omer. Beautiful as always. And now, pay attention to your screens, because what else are you doing? For a tribute to the Dolgan family.
It is rare to find people who are not just leaders, but who truly embody the essence of a shul. Michelle and Jess stand for our very best values, which is why they're such inspiring people. When people see Jess, I think they see in him someone who's continuing the beautiful path of his parents, Rabbi and Rebbetzin Dolgan, Zechrono Livracha, taking what they built and giving of himself to grow it further.
Jess not only honors his family by having jumped into the shul, but he has decades of accumulated wisdom and experience that he has helped elevate Beth Jacob to the place that it is today.
Jess and Michelle aren't just friends. They're mentors, they're role models, they're people who I look to understand what community is all about. Beth Jacob is my life, it's my family's life, and the truth is when I think about who are the people who made that happen, it's people like Jess and Michelle.
Jess and Michelle are an amazing, perfectly matched couple. Jess is a man of truth. He speaks truth, he stands up for the truth, even when that might be unpopular, and then he rolls up his sleeves and makes sure that we're able to get things done. And Michelle brings grace and beauty to everything that she gets involved in, and together, they are a tremendous leadership for our organization.
My father once told me, as we walked up to shul one day, and he was showing me Beth Jacob, he said, your grandfather, my father, Saba, planted a tree here in this community. He said the least that we can do is come here and water it and be a part of it and help it grow. Being able to help grow this community and being a part of something and helping the future generation of Beth Jacob and being able to watch over them is really special to me. It's fitting that they be honored. They love their community with all their heart. They want to be there for their community. They want to give back to their community.
When I think about Jess and Michelle, a couple of words come to my mind. Responsibility, commitment, love, dedication, and leadership. Both Jess and Michelle, when they see vacuum, when they see a void, when they see a need, they step in. They're not afraid of challenges. They know what's right, what needs to be done, and they just go ahead and do that.
Cheers to Jess and Michelle. I honor this dynamic duo for their history of unwavering devotion and strong identity with Beth Jacob. The way the Dolgans rock with integrity, tenacity, humor, kindness, and compassion is a comfort and inspiration and a total delight. What a blessing.
Jess, Michelle, we're very proud of you. You're an amazing couple. Your dedication to this shul is invaluable.
Initially, I was going to talk about how I went to Hill Hebrew Academy and met Jess. And then I was going to talk about how I met Michelle when she was 16 years old. I even went to her Sweet 16. And then I thought, it's not about me. It's about Jesse and Michelle and how amazing they are and how I admire them.
Mazel tov, Michelle and Jess. You both deserve this great honor very much. we're both very, very proud of you.
Beth Jacob and the Dolgan family set the standard for the community. When Rabbi Dolgan began things, there was no community. He built it up. All of the LA Jewish community is really part of his legacy. And when Jess stepped up to take over the leadership of the shul, it was an extension of that. And he's made us all very, very proud.
Jess and Michelle bring a tremendous amount of love and caring to the synagogue. You see it in everything that they do. There is that personal connection that they enjoy with so many people here. They make Beth Jacob a place where you want to be.
Michelle and Jess are truly inspirational leaders. They are the kind of leaders that every organization would dream to have.
I was born into a family that was very involved in the Jewish community. My parents were always very involved, of course, with Beth Jacob. My father was the rabbi, and my mother was, the rebbitzin of the community. And they were just very, very involved. And I've learned from a very young age that it's part of life. It's part of our responsibility, just like we take care of ourselves and we take care of our families, we take care of our community. And leadership is just your turn to take responsibility for something. And so that's how I got involved. I would really say that I got more involved in communities when we came back to Beth Jacob, when we got married and started going to Beth Jacob. Michelle and I started going to Beth Jacob in 2009. And for me, it was just really returning home. Remember, I lived in Los Angeles until I was 6 years old, and Beth Jacob was our home since the day I was born until we made Aliyah. And so to me, it was really coming home. And to Michelle also, who was involved in NCSY at Beth Jacob, it was coming home too. And we got very involved, I think, with the community. Michelle was on the board for many years. I was treasurer for 3 years, and I was president for 4 years. And this is my second year as chairman of the board.
I was involved with the Jewish Federation, with their youth caucus. I was involved with NCSY. I was a member of NCSY together with some Beth Jacob members, Lana Geld, Donnie Sampson. We were all together as kids in Beth Jacob, and then later on, I was a chapter advisor at Beth Jacob, and we actually won chapter of the year that year. So great memories I had, and it formed who I was at a very young age. And it just seems like being involved is just one of those extracurricular things that you do in your life. What I really, really love about Beth Jacob is that everybody really wants each other's best interest. Everyone feels each other's sadness and sorrows when people are going through hard times, whatever that might be. But people also share and rejoice when people are going through good times. It doesn't just have to be a simcha, it could be a job promotion. It's family, and you really feel it's something unique about the community of Beth Jacob, that the people that are there really want the best for each other. Everyone's rooting for each other, and it's a special feeling.
Beth Jacob is also not only home to us, but to our children, Daniela, Jonathan, and David. And when they think of their shul till today, they think of Beth Jacob. And my son Jonathan is now involved as a young professional, and we're just really, really proud of all three of them. One of the telltale signs of a successful community is really the generational flow. How many families have third or fourth generation children? Their grandparents, their great-grandparents were members of Beth Jacob congregation. Today's president, John Stern, a very, very, very important lineage in Beth Jacob. I was fortunate to be a member of, a third generation of Beth Jacob, and so many amazing families. And I think that this lineage is a telltale sign that Beth Jacob really is a home and it's a community. And one of the beautiful things to see is how over the years new people join and come and become part of this family. And they are integrated and they are loved as though they had been there forever.
100%. It sums up what our shul is all about. It's about the future, it's about the past. The shul is so rich in its heritage and its lineage and its history. And then you have the youth and the future coming in as well. And it's always warmed my heart. I must say that I am very proud of my husband and his involvement with the shul. I'm on the board, but my husband really is the one who keeps the flames going. I know this sounds very cliche, but I would say my biggest accomplishment at Beth Jacob is choosing Beth Jacob as our shul.
We love Beth Jacob.
Yay!
You are truly deserving of this award, and we're so blessed to have you in our community.
Mazal Tov, Michelle and Jess, on this well-deserved award.
Thank you for all you have done for us and will do in the future.
Congratulations, Jess and Michelle, on receiving this year's Tiferet Award from Beth Jacob.
Congratulations, Jess and Michelle, on this tremendous honor.
Congratulations on receiving your Tiferet Award. You enrich my life, and I am so grateful.
Jess, Michelle, from all our hearts, Mazel Tov on receiving the Tiferet Award. You deserve it.
Congratulations, Jess and Michelle, on this very worthy honor. We are so proud of you.
Martin and I wish you a hearty Mazal Tov for this wonderful and deserved honor.
Mazel Tov, Dad and Michelle, on winning the Tiferet Award. I love you guys very much, and you definitely deserve it.
What a tribute video, huh? That tribute video is a tribute to tribute videos and to the Dolgans. And now, one of my favorite people on the planet Earth, a man I'm proud to call a friend, a true tzaddik of our time, and one of the coolest rabbis out there. Please welcome Rabbi Top.
Thank you, Elon. Good evening. Thank you so much for participating. It's so great to be here. While it's sad that we can't be together in person, but it's so meaningful for us to be able to connect in this beautiful way to celebrate our community, our Beth Jacob Shul, and its leaders. Wow, I can't believe that we booked this place for this wonderful occasion. It's my pleasure to share words of bracha for two amazing people, extraordinary leaders, dear friends, Michelle and Jess Dolgan. Beth Jacob has truly grown to greater heights because of their wisdom, dedication, and kindness. And for that, we're profoundly grateful. For the several years that Jess served with distinction as the shul president, every single Shabbat morning in Chappelle Sanctuary, I had the privilege of sitting next to him. And sitting next to someone like Jess, with his sincerity in tefillah, with his passion for building community, and exemplifying the notion of Midor Lidor from generation to generation, it was just so inspiring to daven alongside him and sing Kedusha with him and Chazan Arik and the rest of the Kehillah. During Kriyat Torah, Jess has a beautiful custom of learning, of course, between the Aliyot. And he doesn't just learn any Sefer, but he learns the Sefer of the Divrei Ish, which is our inspiring leader, our Rabbi Emeritus, Rabbi Simon Dolgan Zatzal. Divrei Ish, Ish stands for Rabbi Aleph Yud Shin, Avram Yeshaya Dolgan. And Jess would show me around once every Shabbat a piece from this Sefer. And I think he was just sharing it with me, maybe to give me gentle musar, to pick up my game a little bit, or maybe to just share a beautiful piece from his father. But what's amazing is that these essays written decades ago have a relevant and powerful contemporary message. And I think it was Parsha Kitavo that Jess showed me his father's essay on the pasuk, V'haya im shamoa tishmeu b'kol Hashem. If you surely listen to the voice of Hashem, you will receive many blessings. And Rabbi Dolgan quoted the Medrash that the Shmiya, the hearing of the pasuk, connects us to a pasuk in Mishlei, which is Ashrei Adam Shomei Ali L'Shaked Al Daltotai. Fortunate is the person who listens to me being diligent or attentive by the doors, by the gates. Says the Medrash that God says, if you have come to pray at the shul, do not stand at the outer entrance, but enter one gate and then another gate, and then I'll reward you. What do these two gates represent? This is what God desires and rewards. And I believe that Michelle and Jess have succeeded in attaining this high bar of being a dual gate Jew taught by Jess, your father. You have continued this beautiful path, and you are quintessential paradigms of not only entering the shul, becoming a member, but being leaders and growing that shul. And this spirit of giving to the community, of being growth-oriented through learning and davening, of growing and expanding that was built by the previous generation, it's something that is in the fiber of your being, and it's so much a part of who you are And that's what makes you role models for all of us. When I think about Jess and Michelle, 2 C's come to mind. For Jess, it's the C of conviction. Jess is a man of tremendous conviction, who is principled, passionate, committed, wise, and kind. He has come into the shul not just via 2 gates, but 3 gates and even more. Having been raised by his parents in Israel and serving in the IDF, he has that unusual, unique fire of commitment to community and growth. And this past year, Jess is taking advantage of their quarantining by learning up a storm, by learning all different svarim on Jewish philosophy and Torah. And for his Eshet Chayil, Michelle, the C, I think, is that for chesed. Michelle is chesed personified. I kind of see Michelle as like the camp mom for Beth Jacob, who is so kind, so thoughtful, so caring for others. And whether it's for the Arevim committee, organizing programs for seniors, coordinating shofar blowings for all the homebound, helping members get vaccinated, and being a totally devoted daughter to her mom, Mrs. Rita Bash, may she live and be well, and to Mr. Ted Bash of blessed memory, Michelle is always eager and happy to actively help people to open up her home for shiurim and also engaging in achnasat orchim. Michelle and Jess, we look up to you. You're role models. We're so blessed to have you in the shul. You're people of great conviction, kindness, who have shown us all what it means to live up to your father's high bar of coming all the way into shul, not just 1 gate, but 2 gates. This is something that Hashem desires and rewards. It brings nachat to your parents, whether in spirit and in person, sets a path to follow for your lovely children. Daniela and Avi, Jonathan and David are also part of the shul family, and has made Beth Jacob a community for which we can all be truly proud. With much gratitude and warmest wishes to you both for Mazel, Bracha, and Briut, and looking forward to getting back together soon, it's my pleasure to present you with this year's coveted Tiferet Award. Okay, so now this might be a little tricky, but let me see if I could figure out how to get this to you. We thought a long time about how to present the award to the Dolgans because we know they're being very careful and it's a complicated time, but I think we figured out a way, and we're happy to be over here. We're so proud of you, Jess and Michelle, and here comes your award. There it goes. Mazel tov. Congratulations, Mazel tov.
Thank you, Rabbi Top. We never dreamt that we would receive any award, let alone the Tiferet Award of the Jacob Congregation, from such a wonderful institution with such amazing, amazing people who are such an integral part of our life.
We'd like to thank each of you for not only being here tonight, but for making Beth Jacob the amazing community that it is.
It is really a home to us. It is a home to us, and it is a home to our children. We'd like to thank our rabbis, Rabbi Top, Rabbi Posey, Rabbi Tomboski, and Rabbi Broner, our amazing executive director, Robin Lewis, and our amazing President John Stern. All of them who lead us day by day and year by year, especially during the year of coronavirus, when there were so many new challenges and uncharted territory.
Mazel tov to Linda and Steve Tayback on the Cantor Shem Tov Award, and Elisa and Nathan Brooks on the Dor Chadash Award. We couldn't be more thrilled to be sharing this honor with such deserving people.
To our friends, to our family in Israel, to our family in America, and any other family that we have around the world, thank you so, so much.
We look forward to the day that we could be together again at Beth Jacob, praying, learning, sharing smachot together with you, our dear family. We thank the entire committee as well. You're all so dear to us, and we so greatly appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beth Jacob.
Hi everyone from Avi and I here in our home in Jerusalem. Even though we're halfway around the world, we are so glad to be taking part in this event. Daddy, Michelle, I am so excited that you are both being honored by Beth Jacob. The two of you are my greatest role models in the world. David, Jonathan, and I have learned so many beautiful things from you that it would take me days to scratch the surface just to talk about a few of them. But in a few short words, the respect, honor, and commitment to Jewish values that I've learned from the two of you have made me the young woman that I am today. And I can't wait to share those values with our future children.
Father-in-law, Michelle, in the 2.5 years that I've known you, I have seen so many selfless, genuine acts of kindness from you both. And I can't imagine two more deserving individuals to receive such a prestigious honor.
We love you both. Mazal Tov.
Hey there, Dad and Michelle. Just wanted to wish you a huge Mazal Tov on being awarded this year's Tiferet Award. You guys have had such a huge impact on who I am, teaching me the importance of being part of a Jewish community like Beth Jacob. And this award is just a true reflection on everybody's appreciation for everything you do. Can't wait to celebrate with you guys when I'm back in Los Angeles. Much love and Mazal Tov.
Mazal Tov on this beautiful and most deserved tribute. I pray that Hashem grants you many more years of good health and happiness, and may you continue to be contributing members of the community for many years to come.
We are proud of each of you, and the synergy between the two of you makes 1 and 1 much more than 2. Both of our dear parents were fully dedicated to Jewish life, and to Beth Jacob in particular. And here you are, Michelle and Jess. Your hearts have led you to pursue this path. What a blessing for you and for our whole family.
We want to thank Rabbi Top, the leadership of Beth Jacob, and all of our friends there, not only for recognizing Jess and Michelle this evening for their devotion and contribution to the Beth Jacob community, but also for being a warm and welcoming home to them, just as it was and still is for us after all these years. We love you, and yes, little brother and sister, we are proud.
Mazel Tov, Michelle and Jess. I love you both very much.
Mazel Tov to the Dolgans, and what a creative way that Rabbi Top figured out to get their gift to them. Incidentally, it's also the similar way to how we built the pyramids when we were slaves in Egypt. It was a very similar pulley system, kind of like, with the big bricks. You know how we built the pyramids, right, folks? Yeah, our ancestors, we were told to make these tall buildings, and we laid the first row of bricks, and we looked at each other and said, we can't keep this up, we're going to die out here. And one guy said, I got an idea. What do you say we make the next row a little smaller? Good idea, Irving. Yes, they did it. Anyway, and then it went on and on. That's how we built the pyramids. So, Mazel Tov to the Dolgans. And now, please welcome the fabulous Cantor, Arik, which rhymes with melodic, because that's exactly what he is.
Al Yisrael Omer, Al Yisrael Omer, Rachem na 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 Hashem Elokeinu, Al Yisrael Omer, Al Yisrael Omer, Ve'al 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 Yerushalayim, Ve'al 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 Yerushalayim mirecha, Rachem na 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 Hashem Elokeinu, Al Yisrael Omer, Al Yisrael Omer, Rachem na 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 Hashem Elokeinu, Al Yisrael Omer, Al Yisrael Omer, Ve'al 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 Tzion Mishkan Kvodecha, Ve'al 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 Malchut Bei David Meshichecha, Ve'al 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 Habayit HaGadol, Ve'al Habayit HaGadol ve'akadosh Shenikra Shimcha Alav, Ve'al 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 Habayit HaGadol, ועל הבית הגדול והקדוש שנקרא שמך עליו רחם נא 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 השם אלוקינו על ישראל עמך על ישראל עמך רחם נא 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 השם אלוקינו על ישראל עמך על ישראל עמך רחם נא 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 השם אלוקינו על ישראל עמך על ישראל עמך על ישראל עמך רחם נא
Thank you so much, Cantor, Arik. Just a beautiful voice. I don't understand. We have 3 tenors. We need 3 chazans. Find 2 more, and we'll go out on tour. I'll let you guys open for me. All right, maybe I'll open for you. We'll figure out the details later. Ladies and gentlemen, this was it. This was our show. I told you it was going to be special. I told you it was going to be magical, and it was all of that and more. Congratulations to all of the honorees, to the people that received awards. Thank you to all the rabbis who inspired us, who taught us, and who just were rabbis. That's what rabbis do. And to me, who was kind of funny the whole time. The point is, it was pretty darn special. And I want to thank everybody involved. You know who you are. A lot of work goes into this, and we all can't thank you enough. I wish you all a very merry Pesach. Yeah, I say merry with our holidays because I think we should strive for merriment, people. Merry Pesach. Stay safe and healthy. Ooh, that reminds me. I got to go hide my COVID. All right. I'll see you next time in person, God willing. Thank you, guys. I got to go.
you.